So I'm gonna go ahead and make a fig video, a fig tree video, and show you guys how the figs are looking. We are in July. It's July 31st. So tomorrow will be August 1st. And the figs, one of my fig trees started ripening fruit for me um, in I had the very first fig of the season, like July 15. And the reason why I remember so clearly was because we had a very lovely vacation, um, and we left our house July 15th. So I think I had it on the 14th. It was the day before we left. Um, and that was the very first fig of the season, and that is my blackjack. Um, it is almost so tomorrow is August 1st, so 2 weeks later, that fig tree has been ripening figs for the past 2 weeks. Now my mom was house sitting for me, so I did tell her, hey, the fig tree, keep an eye on it. It's ripening the figs. Go ahead and pick them when they're ripe and consume them, eat them. I think she had some. I think my sister came by and had some. Um, but anyways, I hope the dogs are not too loud. I'm in the corner lot, so I have a lot of like foot traffic and people walking dogs, and just the dogs get worked up. But anyways, so since I've been gone for the past 2 weeks, my mom was in charge and she did harvest figs. I think she said she had like two, and like my sister took two, so like 4 or 5 figs she was able to take from the fig tree. Before I left, I was worried that all the figs were going to ripen, and but most of my fig trees still have uh, green fruit. They haven't actually. None of the other fig trees have ripened fruit, so it's just a blackjack right now. It started July 15, and then we are in August now, and it's still ripening. And there's a ripe fig on there. There's two. I think there's one that's ripe right now, and I can pick and cut open. And then there's another one that's gonna be ripe tomorrow. And I had one yesterday. So I just got back. Today. It is actually Thursday, and I got back on late Tuesday night, and I had a fig on Wednesday. So I had one yesterday, and I'm gonna have one today, and then I'm gonna have one tomorrow. So they do ripen. Um, the ripening is a little bit staggered, so it's not all at once. It ripens like one a day or one every 2 days. And like I said, my mom did pick some, so it's been ripening figs for the past 2 weeks, basically. Um, this is what the yard is looking like, and it's really nice to be back. The vacation was amazing. It was lovely. I loved it. It was our first time. It was all of our first time in Europe. We went to Ireland, and it was beautiful. The climate was very different. It does rain a lot. They get a lot of rain. We did have good weather. Like we had some days where it was just sunny. But it's usually cloudy. So cloudy, rain, it's very green, very, very different climate. It almost rains almost every day, even if it's just a little bit. Um, but it was awesome. It was such a good time. It was a 10-hour flight there and 10-hour flight back. So I'm still a little bit jet lagged. So I'm trying to get back to adjust to the time zone difference. But anyways, let me pick the fruit. I'll show you guys the figs and what they look like right now. But like I said, that's the only one that's been ripening fruit for me. I do have a little plate, a knife, so I can cut it open. I'll start over here because the fig's over here. But it is nice to be back, and even in those 2 weeks that I was gone, like I can tell that a lot of the plants have put on a lot of growth. It's more noticeable when you see it, when you don't see it every day. Like when I'm here every day, I see it, the growth, very gradual growth. But then you're gone for 2 weeks, and you can see it. It just seems more drastic, more shocking, because you haven't seen anything for about 2 weeks. But anyways, like there's more growth on that. The pomegranate got a lot taller. It's basically taller than me now. When I left, it was like a foot shorter. But pomegranates tend to grow really fast. Like they put on a lot of growth every year, so it's getting nice. That's put on a good size. The fruit put on good size. I feel like these two trees are almost the same height now. The quince and the pomegranate. But anyways, this is about figs. So let me show you guys. I'm sure if you're into figs, I gotta clean this pool. The kids are going back to school soon, so. But this is what it looks like right now. Oops. It's kind of sunny. Maybe I'll go this way. So let's see. Fig trees. This one put on a lot of growth. I pruned it because this one is crazy. The growth vigor on that one, it is crazy. It is a fast growing fig tree. So figs have different looks and different growth rates and different shapes and sizes, and it just depends on the variety. This is a cutting, so I don't know the variety of this fig. All I know, it is extremely vigorous. Like as far as its growth habit, it puts on a lot of growth. Like this branch here was taller than those two, so I brought it down because this is my porch, so I want to make it feel spacious. But pruning is up to you. It's aesthetics. It's for production. If you want to be able to pick the fruit really easily. Do you want a big tree? Do you want shade? Do you want it to look a certain way? So that's what pruning is for, to meet your needs or whatever you're trying to accomplish. But yeah, so I don't know the name of this fig. I took this from a cutting. This is a cutting. This is a tree grown from a cutting, and it doesn't have ripe fruit. So I didn't really miss out on the fig season too much. My mom took some figs, but this one has not produced a ripe fig. But I did notice that the figs are getting a good size. They're getting large. They're growing. They're bigger than they looked 2 weeks ago. Bring you in closer. There's the fruit. This one seems like it starts, the figs are staggered, like down at the bottom will ripen first, and then it'll continue to ripen and continue to produce and ripen up top until the frost comes and the weather gets really cold. Never had a fig from this tree ripen. I think this is going to be the year that we get figs from this tree. So there's that fig. This is the unknown fig. This is the other fig in ground. That's the first one in ground. I have two in ground. This is the Iranian fig. It is a green Iranian fig from Iran. I did purchase this at a nursery. I don't remember the name of the nursery. It's somewhere in LA County. I'm in San Bernardino County, but this was purchased in LA County, and I've never had it ripen fruit. So hopefully this is the year. The figs do look bigger. I can tell that it put on growth in those 2 weeks that I was gone. It's a lot slower growing. It's a little bit more horizontal growth. Let's see. Then that one. That one wants to grow up and down, actually. So it's not very vertical. It looks vertical because of my pruning, but it's just huge, like vertical growth, horizontal growth. This one's a little more rounded, more bushy, more horizontal, and the vigor is not as crazy, so it's slower growing. Look, they were the same size, and now, like, that one's almost like 5 feet tall, or 6. But yeah, you can see the difference. Here's the fruit. They're not green. They're not ripe. It is a green fig, but it needs to get bigger and more swollen, and it'll be soft to the touch, and it'll have like a hint of yellow. I think it'll look lighter. So that's the second one. Those are the figs. Okay, and then we can go this way. Then we'll get into the potted figs. The pine trees dropping a lot of pine needles, so I have to get the leaf blower and blow them and pick them up. So I do have some things to do tidy, but my mom did a great job. She likes plants, so I love leaving her to house it because I know my plants will be taken care of, and my pets. So right over here is the other fig tree. This is the Coldodon mutante. And there's the figs. It's got a couple. It's got more than last year. Last year I think I had 1 or 2. And now I have more. It's in that pot. This is a delicious fig. So none of them are ripe, but they are larger. So they will hopefully ripen. Yeah, hopefully ripen soon enough. Soon enough. The Coldodon mutante. So I don't have any to cut and pick and cut into, but I will soon, hopefully. Look at that quince fruit. Okay, really quick, off topic. Look at that palm. I'm excited to try this. This is a new palm fruit. I've had it here, but I've never had it fruit. Oh, never ripened like a nice large fruit, but that one's getting large. Anyways, the pink satin, the wonderful, over there, way over there. I know you can't see it. See, back there, way in the back. It looks amazing. It's got lots of palms. Okay, so I have a little setup. I have a plate, and I got a Bear's Lime, just a grocery store bought one, just to size compare. Yeah. So right over here is where the other 2 potted trees are. The one behind the birdhouse is the Violet de Bordeaux, and then that's the Blackjack. Once it's done fruiting, I'm going to prune it because right now it's very short and very wide. There's a lime in front of us, you can't really see it, but it's very short and very wide. It's a little too wide for me. I want a little bit more vertical growth. But the figs on that tree are large, and like I said, I had one yesterday. I had one right before I left, the very first one, and the one from yesterday was a lot better because it was, I think, more ripe. But anyways, right over here we have the Violet de Bordeaux, and if you can see, the fruit on this is still green. It's got a lot of figs. Now that is a small fig. That's been my experience. For me, it's a very small size of like a key lime, or a little smaller, around there, like a key lime. Dark and delicious. Don't have any figs that are ripe, so I will do that later. I have a fig here that looks really swollen, so that's gonna ripen in a couple days. And then I have another one down here. Let me bring you underneath this. So I have this bird, it's not bird netting, it's to keep the birds off, but it is tulle. I bought a little roll of tulle, and I'm using that to keep the birds off. So it's been working. I haven't had any birds damage my fruit. I will do that with the other potted ones, or even the in-ground ones if I can. Now let me bring you underneath. Here's the tulle. Let's see. There it is. There's the trunk, and it goes up. It splits, so I need to reshape it. I'm not in love with the shape of this tree. It's too flat. But I'm gonna get myself underneath. Okay, so right over here, there's one that I think is gonna be ready. Lord, I think this one's gonna be ready soon. You can see how much larger it is compared to the 2 green ones up top. It starts to get that purple color, and then once it's fully purple, it'll kind of droop a little, and that's how you know it's ripe. This one here is going to be ripe as well soon. It's starting to swell. Once you see them getting swollen and kind of plump, then you know. But right over there is the one I'm going to pick. Ow. This one. I hope it's right. It has an open eye. There it is. It's purple. Ow. Poked myself. It's purple. It's kind of drooping a little bit from there. So it should be ripe. I hope so. Alright, I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself because the one yesterday was delicious. You know what? I can probably leave it on there. I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I needed another day or two because the underneath is a little bit yellow, and it's not supposed to have too much sap when you pick it. It's supposed to be almost dry. Okay, I got ahead of myself. I should have waited. Really, I should have recorded the one yesterday, but my partner picked it and just was like, here, try this. So yeah, when you pick it, there's not supposed to be a lot of sap at the little stem part where it got it. If you do that, it's a little underripe. So this might be a little underripe, so this might not be the greatest fig. All right, so there's the lime from the grocery store, just a Bear's lime, and here's the fig. So they're about the same size. So it is a large fig for me, what I would consider a large fig. So let me cut it. Hope it's good. I feel like it's needed another day or two. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Needed another day or two, but you just never know. I think it'll still be delicious. Yeah. If I would have left this on there longer, it would have been a lot more red. Right now it's kind of pinkish, but it can get a lot more red. I'm gonna bite into it. Let me see. Is that light good? Let's see if it'll focus. It's still soft and jammy, yeah. 1 or 2 days. That's the thing with figs. You gotta just watch them. You gotta watch them and pick them right at the perfect time. At least that's the goal for me. But this is gonna be good. Let's see. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna share that. So here it is. All right. Oh wow. It's so fresh. So fresh. So figgy. I always say this one has a very figgy, traditional figgy flavor. Oh my goodness, that's good. That's good. But in another day or two, that would have been amazing. It's already amazing. It's really good. I'm happy. All right, I'm gonna finish this. Wow. Oh my goodness. Amazing. I'm gonna take that in, share it with my partner because he shared the other one. He shared with me yesterday. So I'm gonna share that. So the blackjack, a good one, a really good one. I recommend it. It's red on the inside. The longer you let it stay there, the darker it'll get, and the jammier and softer. But that was perfect. Yeah, so if you want a large fig, the blackjack. If you want that traditional fig flavor, the blackjack. It also has when you're eating it, it kind of pops because it's got that. There's I don't know how to describe it. Almost like a popping sensation because of the little tiny seeds that kind of pop in your mouth, and then you get that fig jammy flavor. But yeah, the blackjack, a really good one. Here in basically August. It'll be August 1st tomorrow, and this thing started giving us fruit July 15. And the other ones not yet, but I'm thinking the other ones maybe August and September, or maybe it'll be before September, so I'm thinking August. But yeah, all right, so that is my little update on my figs, and I guess we're in fig season. So we're in fig season. Also, really quick, my palm had some damage over the winter, but look, new palm leaves. This is the pygmy date palm. So it didn't die. Yay, I thought it was gonna die because it was like burned at the crown, like just dry. It burned it, the cold burned it. I knew that one was alive, but it's coming back. It's recovered nicely. All right, that's it for the figs. Hopefully this one and this one ripen. I am the most excited about the in-ground figs because I've never had them before. Now, Violette de Bordeaux, I've had. Violette de Bordeaux is amazing. Oh, a little hummingbird. Can you guys see it? It likes the garden. They come early morning or right before sunset. They come to visit. But yeah, this one I'm very excited about because I've never had them ripen fruit for me. Now, when I took the cutting, I did try the fruit and it was delicious. It was a dark fig. I think it was a dark, kind of big fig. I think it was red in the inside. But it's not the blackjack. They look different, much more different. I think it was a close eye. I don't think it had an open eye. Anyways, but that's the reason why I took the cutting, because I did sample the fruit and it was good. And then this one, I've had the fruit. They had a mature tree at the nursery and I did get to try the fruit and it was really good. But yeah, I'm excited about that because it's never ripened for me. So it's exciting to know that they're actually going to do well. Once you pick fruit, then you know, okay, that's it. Like it's doing it. It's producing in your own backyard, in your ground, in your home. So yeah, the Violette, it's produced before. The Col de Dame Mutante did produce last year. So excited about them, but not as excited as these over here. All right, I'll let you guys know if this is the year. If it ripens them, I'll pick them and make a video and show you guys what they look like. All right, bye. That's it for this fig video. Bye.